I'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? I'll ask Diane to cast one ballot for William Ferraro. Will, please come forward.
You had to mention I was a speechwriter, huh? I guess the pressure's on now. About a week ago, and by the way, I accept. About a week ago, a friend asked me, what's your motivation for running? Why do you want to be town supervisor? Don't tell me, but tell the voters. What's the policy that motivated you? What's the big idea? You know, everyone, when you run for office, they think they're James Carville and they want to give you this advice, which is, which is great, though. And I thought about that for a moment, and it didn't take me long before I answered him. I said, that's easy. But it wasn't a policy or one specific policy or one specific big idea that motivated me. It was my neighbors from around the corner, Mark and Debbie, hardworking people who every time I knock on their door for any reason mention the pothole and curb damage at the side of their road that hasn't been fixed for over the entire year that they've had it there. They've been calling the town for over a year, and every time they're told, we're doing our best. Brookhaven's a large town. We're just in Selden last month. We'll get to you. They've been calling the town for over a year, and that's the response they get. I think of my friend Dennis in North Bellport, who can't walk outside his home without being choked from the odor emission stench. He needs to go inside his house, close the windows. I think of all my neighbors who ask what's going on with the town's recycling plan, why they can't recycle the glass at the curb anymore, why there were no community meetings about the abrupt change. Town tells them, not our fault. We didn't see this coming. We sent you a notice. We're doing our best. This race isn't about one policy issue. It's about people. Working people who've been ignored, silenced, and marginalized by a town that's under single-party control. And I know, because I'm one of them. My dad worked for Smithtown Highway. My mom worked the graveyard shift at Mather Hospital. I grew up in a union household. CSEA helped put food on my table and made sure my doctor's appointments were paid for. And now I'm the homeowner. I'm the father of two who backs out of his driveway at 6:30 a.m. to make a 7:09 train, hits every pothole on the way out of the neighborhood, and comes home later to find the plastics haven't been picked up. People like me aren't supposed to step up and run for town supervisor. We're not supposed to challenge people like Ed Romaine, who've been in elected office for 30 years, or his hand puppet apprentice, Dan Panico, or Kevin Laval, whose family is multi-generational Brookhaven institution. We're supposed to sit back and we're supposed to take it. And if we do challenge, we're supposed to lose. Well, I have a message for Ed Romaine and the Brookhaven Republicans. We're done losing. I'm done losing. My neighbors are done losing, and Brookhaven Democrats are ready to win. "2019 is the year we stand shoulder to shoulder with the middle class, the working poor, marginalized people, and say to Ed Romaine and the Republican Party, Brookhaven is not your birthright, it's our town. It's our town, and if broken roads, a failed recycling plan, no long-term job strategy, and an environmental and fiscal disaster at the landfill is the best you can do, then your best isn't good enough, and it's time to give someone else a shot." Yeah, Brookhaven does deserve better, Anthony. It deserves new, it deserves different, it deserves bold. And I'm thrilled to be sharing a ticket with some bold people, like Valerie Cartwright, our lone council person, our real councilman. Sarah Dianarin, sorry. Everyone's getting the names wrong tonight. Sarah Dio, exactly. I'm with you on that. Talat Hamdani, our first Muslim American woman who will be challenging Kevin Laval in my district. Cheryl Felice, Andrea Stoltz, James Gentile, Anthony Portese, and Dom Pasquale. 5 out of 6 of our council candidates are women. We're going to bring true representation to this town, and as your supervisor, my priorities are real simple. Fix the roads, solve the landfill, and make Brookhaven a national leader on recycling and waste reduction. We can work together on a long-term economic development strategy that does more than bring urban sprawl and fast food restaurants to town. Although I'm not complaining about the fast food, as my friends know. But come on, we can do better than that. We can partner with multiple levels of government to meet the housing and transportation needs of people who work hard, sometimes 2 jobs, just to survive the cost of living. And I promise you won't have to donate to my campaign to win a town contract. If I'm elected, those days are over. We're going to have a transparent town government that does crazy things like, I don't know, host a town hall in the evening. Respond to people's phone calls, maybe put out public information well in advance of a major decision, or as they used to call it, constituent services. That's what leadership is. It's waking up every day and making the needs of working people your first and final consideration. Don't tell us it can't be done. Don't tell me we can't beat the Republican machine. I'm sure every person who's being nominated here tonight has been doubted at some point in their life. For me, it was hearing that a high school dropout and delinquent student from Port Jeff Station had no business going to college, working his way through Suffolk Community College into Stony Brook University, where I earned a master's in public policy. I even got to live in Albany and work full-time for the state assembly, advising elected leaders and helping to write legislation. And today I manage million-dollar public contracts for a city agency. Nobody in this life has the right to beat you at anything. So when people tell me about the big, bad Brookhaven Republicans who like to play dirty and can't be beaten, I say I love a good fight. And I especially love a fight when it's against bullies like Ed Romaine, Dan Panico, Jesse Garcia, and the Brookhaven, that's right, Brookhaven Republicans. I helped bring the fight to them last year when me and other individuals, many of which were in this room, including Anthony, including Dom, led the battle against 4-year term extensions. And this year, I'm happy to join with my fellow Brookhaven Democrats as we send a collective message to our opponents. You can't outwork us at the doors, you can't outwork us on the phone, and you can't beat our message because a righteous working class is undefeated. Thank you.